What's going on, everybody? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha, and it's time for another review. Today I'm reviewing the FlipTech Hookah Bowl, a very new product to the industry, something very innovative and something very different. The first time I came across this product, my friend Muhammad from Puerto Rico introduced it to me, and I was like, Muhammad, this looks interesting. And he's like, should I buy it? And I'm like, do you need it? Is that necessary? But Muhammad likes to try new things. So this is definitely be a product for someone who likes to test out the newest, the latest, and the greatest. So let's get into the review. So the FlipTech Hookah Bowl is very different from anything you've seen. It is a funnel style, space grade aluminum bowl with a hockey puck compartment that actually stores your shisha in it. And then you put your coals on top. And then either halfway through the session or on your second round of coals, you actually remove the charcoal and you rotate the hockey puck on the other side and replace the charcoal or put fresh charcoal and keep smoking. The premise behind this is to elongate your sessions to get that bottom layer of tobacco cooked, which some people have a hard time doing. Personally, my bowls are always thoroughly cooked. You get that nice donut on every single session, but some people have a hard time doing that. And they claim that this will reduce the harshness, elongates the flavor, and it makes an overall pleasurable experience. Now the idea behind this is genius, first of all, like great idea. I'm surprised no one has done it before. It's very, very smart. But let's see how it actually functions. So my first impressions of this product when I got it in, from Muhammad by the way, Muhammad tested it out and he's like, this is not for me. I'm sticking with my Harmony, my go-to bowl. It's good for what I like to smoke. So when I first got it, I got this box in and I'm like, wow, this is gorgeous packaging. Very simplistic, classic, nice packaging. I opened it up, great label on here, business card, appreciating me buying it. Look at this on the inside. This is a box I would keep to put other stuff in. And I open up the bowl and I'm like, wow, this looks really, really nice. Very high quality, space grade aluminum, nice weight to it, construction looked great. I was very impressed so far. I was still skeptical, but I was impressed. I packed up a bowl, I loaded it up, I put on the charcoal, took my first hits, and I was like, man, this is smoking. I honestly thought it wasn't gonna smoke. I was really enjoying it. I went to flip it and I was like, I don't know, I see some issues here. Let's talk about how you would set this up. So first of all, you have your aluminum bowl on the bottom and you can smoke this two different ways. One, you can pack the shisha in a funnel style like you would typically do in the actual bowl itself, and then you use the hockey puck container and you put that on top and use it as a heat management device. Now that's one way of using this product. I think it was almost an afterthought. I think the V1 version of the FlipTech bowl didn't have that ability, but in the V2, you are able to use the funnel style bowl with their heat management device. Now throughout my testing of this, the first time I tested it out, didn't smoke at all. Second test, didn't smoke. Third test, didn't smoke. Trying out different tobaccos, different packing methods, wasn't smoking. And during this process, I was using about 8 grams of tobacco, which is great. I was like, oh great, if I first started off with 8 grams, I'm happy. This is gonna be a shisha saver. Didn't smoke. Now let's get into my fourth test right now. This is with the 8-gram pack. First of all, you notice I'm using 4 charcoal, a lot of heat on here. I really expected it to rip. It's very simple. This is the more common way of smoking. You have a bowl, you have a screen, you have some coal on top. Simple. I don't know why it didn't work. So I was like, you know what? Let's overpack the crap out of this thing. I packed about 15 grams in this little short stubby funnel bowl, and I'm like, this has to smoke. I mean, the contact is there. This screen is very, very thin. 4 coals barely fit, by the way. The diameter on the hockey puck, which doubles as a screen, is very small. You can barely fit 3 flats going horizontal. If you put them Stonehenge, you might get them in there. 4 coals is kind of popping out a little bit unless you overcook them. So the diameter on there was not suitable for actually smoking practically. 3 cubes, impossible. I tried it with 2. But as you can see here, on the 5th test of this, I got it to smoke a little bit better, but not satisfactory results. Not results I want you guys to experience. So that way of using this product did not work. It was pretty much a waste of coal, time, and tobacco. I was very disappointed. But now I was like, let's get into the second way of smoking this, the way I initially tested it. And this is the way it was initially designed to perform, with the flipping of the hockey puck with the tobacco inside and the coals sitting on top, which is the way I'm showing you guys today. And you guys can see I'm getting much better results. Now let's get into the setup of today's test. What I'm smoking out of is the gorgeous B2. By the way, these are back in stock, so you guys can expect a review. I was waiting on the review because why review something when you cannot buy it anytime soon? So you guys will see this probably this week. That is my goal. I'm using the Star hose, my last review, still a fantastic hose. I'm choosing to use this today. I have the Flip-Tech hookah bowl on top, as you guys can see. Let's start with the bottom though. The grommet fitting with the bowl port is fantastic, first of all. I actually really love that. I feel very secure putting a mod grommet in here into the bowl first, shoving it on the hookah. It's been very secure. One of the best fits I've ever seen, so I'm happy with that. Moving on up, we have the tobacco actually packed in the hockey puck. So I chose to use the same brand of tobacco that I did in the test with the first way of smoking it. So today I have a mixture of pure blueberry with a little bit of twice the ice, and I actually have this packed in the hockey puck itself. It's about 17 grams, and I found a fluff pack works the best. I tried a medium dense, restricted the airflow, blacked out the coals, wasn't working. So fluff pack is the only way you'll get this to perform very well. Then I have 4 new NU charcoal on top. Been testing this out. I know they've been asking my thoughts on this, so I will tell you guys as well. So far, these are pretty decent charcoal. Not the best, but they are working pretty well for the test today. So, like I said, the results on this are a lot better. And I have tested this method of smoking with 3 cubes. Not as great results. I prefer 4 flats when using this method of smoking. And as I said, this method of smoking works a lot better. Let me show you guys some more clouds. As you guys can see by the cloud output, it is ripping. The flavor is pure, not to mention it's pure brain, but it's a nice pure flavor from this. The results on this, very, very good, very respectable. This method I would choose to use. I actually really enjoy smoking out of it this way. But one thing I don't like, the diameter of the hockey puck is very small. Imagine trying to balance 4 flats on top of your Cloud Lotus on the front rim. It's a little sketchy, and for someone like me who's quite clumsy, I'm a little scared. In my first testing this bowl, actually, I accidentally dropped the charcoal. Thankfully, it fell on the B2 tray, so I wasn't worried, but that is a big concern with me. With other heat management devices, you do have walls on there to protect you. If you're not clumsy, it's not a big deal, but I like the walls on heat management devices. We have established that this works, as it is right now on side A. Now let's get into the purpose of this product. When you actually remove the charcoal, you rotate the hockey puck to the opposite side, replace the charcoal to evenly cook the bottom layer of tobacco and elongate your session. Now that is where my point of concern comes in next. So immediately when you remove the charcoal, not a problem if you don't drop it on the ground. But you notice when you rotate the hockey puck, the juices that were packed in the hockey puck actually seep down on the other side and they bake. So now you have a charred layer of glycerin and molasses on the other side, and you have to wipe it, because if you don't wipe it and you replace the charcoal, it will actually black out and you'll get this awful taste. So now I gotta go get a paper towel and I wipe it down. Great. Thankfully, it is a non-stick surface, so it wipes very easily. And this bowl, by the way, is very easy to clean. Fantastic surface on this, like better than the Cloud Lotus, better than the Ignis. Nothing sticks to it. I mean, you could have caked on stuff and it just wipes clean. So whatever coating they use, gorgeous. But maybe that's what affects the heating of this product. I don't know, but I love that it cleans. So you take it off, you flip it over, you wipe it down, you replace the charcoal. The results are not notably good. Like, they're not worth doing. Like, why go through this whole process of removing charcoal, flipping it over, wiping it down, and it's not any better? It does work technically, and I guess if you had a problem like baking the bottom layer of your tobacco, this would be good. So the theory is sound, but you don't need this. I say learn how to pack a proper bowl, watch some tutorials online, send me an email with some advice. I'll teach you how to pack a proper bowl. I'm sure you guys can pack a good bowl as is already. I don't doubt you guys at all. So I don't think you guys need this product. If you're having trouble baking the bottom layer of tobacco, use a bowl, it's a little shallower, use a heat management device. There's a lot of easy things you can do. In addition, you gotta use a lot of charcoal, 4 charcoal every single time. These days I've been using the Provost, 2 flats, gets me an hour, easy. I'd rather do that all day long than waste 4 charcoal with this. It's unnecessary, guys. This is simple, it's unnecessary. But now let's get into a few positive things. Let's lighten up the mood a little bit. So the handle on this, it's quite short, but it's very insulated. I can grip this handle even right now with 4 charcoal. See, still gripping, 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 gripping. So as you can see, if I were to walk away right now, flip it over, clean it out, whatever it may be, I'm still holding this right now on camera. You can't fake this, no mittens. no burn. So the handle on this, perfect. Other brands should implement this handle. I really like this handle. In terms of longevity, is it gonna break off? I do not know, but it feels very secure. It doesn't feel like a removable, flimsy silicone handle. It feels like it's built in, so the handle on this, gorgeous. But obviously, don't touch the bowl itself. This is a metal bowl. It is very, very hot. And I know a lot of you do not like metal bowls because they heat up and you can't immediately remove them from the hookah. But I can tell you this, in about 15 minutes, it is cool to touch and then you can clean it out. Or if you don't want to wait 15 minutes, wait 10 minutes and grab a insulated mitt and take it to the sink and cool it down that way. So I personally don't care about that. By the time I remove the coals and I put some fresh coals on, and, you know, whatever I need to do, it's fine for me. But I know that is a qualm for some of you, so keep that in mind if you are thinking about getting this bowl. Now in terms of the actual aluminum bowl itself, I actually found it heat manages very, very well. It doesn't overheat. Some tobaccos work better in this bowl than other tobaccos. I tried Black Lava, death, bad. Tangiers obviously is not gonna work. So most of your modern brands, Trifecta, Pure, Haze, those will excel in this bowl. So if you're someone who wants this for Tangiers, yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. The hole pattern on this, 3 rings of holes all the way around, nice open airflow, very pleasurable airflow out of this, so I like that. On the packaging, it does say that this is not dishwasher safe. I don't know who puts bowls in the dishwasher. That is the weirdest thing to me, but Oscar put my old bowl in the dishwasher many times, and it's just fine, because it's a high quality bowl. This one, they can't guarantee it'll be okay in the dishwasher, which is, don't do that anyway, it's weird. Okay, so the overall thoughts on this bowl. Simply, you don't need it. If you want it, take some advice from some of the things I mentioned in here. Use it only with certain tobaccos, but I wouldn't get it personally. It retails for about 70 bucks. For $70, you can get an aluminum bowl like the old bowl, which is much higher quality, much more versatile. You can use a variety of tobaccos in that. You can get a heat management device that pairs with any bowl, like the Lotus, the Ignis, or even the Provost. So for 70 bucks, I think it's a very limited bowl. It doesn't perform up to expectation. The whole flipping concept is a little gimmicky and unnecessary. So I would not spend 70 bucks on this bowl. If you guys have one, please leave in the comments below if you like it, if you've gotten great results out of it. If I messed up somewhere and you have better tips for me, leave it in the comments below so other people can take your advice and your opinion and make the best decision for themselves. But for me, I'd rather get a $20 Goodfella and even get some foil for free basically, or even a Lotus, and that is a much better combination in my opinion, and it performs. Y'all see how I rip clouds. This does not rip the same way. Yeah, no. But thank you guys always for watching. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next review. If you have a request for another product that you're on the fence about, please leave in the comments as well. I'd love to try it out and tell you guys what I think. But y'all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye guys.